Hi students, this is Satyam, lecturer in Computer Science and Applications, Government Degree College for Women's, Jagityal. Today's topic is types of programmer defined functions. The types of programmer defined functions is also called as user defined functions. Types of user defined functions. In previous class, we discussed what is the user defined function, how to construct the user defined function, how to call the user defined function, how to define the user defined function. All these topics are covered previous class. Today we will discuss about types of programmer defined functions in C language. So before entering into this topic, I will briefly explain previous class. The programmer defined functions, that means generally called as user defined functions, means according to the requirement of the programmer can construct the functions in the programming is called programmer defined functions or user defined functions. Means according to the specification of the task, according to the need of the program, the programmer can construct in its own way. The type of functions are called as programmer defined functions or user defined functions. So the programmer defined functions worked in the program successfully if the prototype declaration and the calling of the function and the definition of the function in the proper manner only the programmer defined functions are successfully executed. Means each user defined function contain three parts. Number one, prototype declaration of the function, then definition of the function, then calling of the function. So the first part, the prototype declaration of the function, explains about the function behavior. Means what type of arguments it received, after completion of the execution what type of values it return. Okay, total the brief characteristics of a function is available in the prototype declaration part of the user defined function. Then second part is definition of the function. The definition of the function contain a block of code, means it contain a group of instructions which are interrelated each other and do a task or subtask. Okay, so this is called as definition of the function. So the definition of the function is worked when the function is called by the caller function. When the caller function calls the user defined function, then automatically the control will move from caller function to the calling function. Then in the calling function, so it will be executed continuously. Okay, so this part is called as the definition of the function. Then function call. Wherever necessity is there in the caller function, the function is simply called with the name, that is called as calling of the function. These are all topics we covered previous class. Okay, now the functions of user defined functions. How many ways are available in the C language? That topic today we will discuss. Means types of programmer defined functions, today's topic. Now we will enter into the topic. Now the user defined functions are majorly classified into 4 types. First one, argument passing with return value. Second one, argument passing with no return value. Then third one, no argument passing with return value. Fourth one, no argument passing, no return value. Like that, the user defined functions are classified into 4 types. Argument passing with return value, then argument passing with no return value, no argument passing with return value, no argument passing with no return value. So before discussing all these types of user defined functions, okay, so concentrate a little bit on what is caller function and what is calling function in the program. Okay, so first one is caller function, second one is calling function. Okay, so what is the definition of the caller function? Caller function means the function which calls another function is called caller function. Then what is calling function? Calling function means the function which is called by another function is called as calling function. So always the control is moved from caller function to the calling function. After completion of the execution, again it returns from calling function to the caller function. Like that, the caller function always calls another function. The calling function is always called by another function. Okay, so in the simple manner, the function in the C language program, the function in the program which calls another function or another functions. Okay, maybe one or maybe one or more. Okay, that type of functions are called as caller function. Then the function which is called by another function is called as calling function. Okay, so now in the execution, the control is always moves from caller function to the calling function. Then after completion of the execution, it moves from the calling function to again caller function. So like that, it will move from caller function to the calling function and calling function to the caller function. Okay, so in the programming, the execution is moves, the control is moves in the C language programming. Okay, now while it is moving from caller function to calling function and again calling function to caller function, the behavior means the argument passing behavior is very important. Depending upon the moving values between caller function to the calling function and calling function to the caller function, totally the user defined functions are classified into 4 types. Okay, that is number 1, argument passing with return value. Second one, argument passing with no return value. Third one, no argument passing with return value. Fourth one, no argument passing with no return value. So in these 4 examples, I will explain first example. Now in the first example, that means in the first type of the user defined function is like this: argument passing with return value. So here observe two words carefully. This is argument passing with return value. Means the control is moving from caller function to the calling function. Arguments are passed. That means values are passed from caller function to calling function. Next, after completion of the execution of the calling function, a value, a single value is written from the calling function to caller function. Then that type of function is called as argument passing with a return value. Argument passing with a return value. Okay. Okay. Next type is argument passing with no return value. Argument passing with no return value. In this concept, observe two words carefully. First one is argument passing, second one is no return value. In this type of user defined function, from the caller to calling function, the values are passed. Means the arguments are passed, the values are moved. Then after completion of the execution, the calling function will not return any value to the caller function. So here no value return from the calling function to caller function. Okay, this type of function is called as argument passing with no return value. Then next, third one is no argument passing with return value. So in this example, while the control is moved from caller function to calling function, no arguments are moved, no values are moved. But after completion of the execution, the calling function will return a single value. So this type of functions are called as no argument passing with return value. Then last one is no argument passing with no return value. In this concept, the fourth one, no argument passing with no return value. In this concept, no values, that means arguments, are passed from the caller function to the calling function. After completion of the execution, no return value is passed from the calling function to the caller function. Means from the caller function to the calling function, no values are passed. Then after completion of the execution, the calling function also not return anything to the caller function. So this type of functions are called as no argument passing with no return value. Like that, the user defined functions, that means programmer defined functions, are classified into four types. Number one, argument passing with return value, argument passing with no return value, argument passing with return value, argument passing with no return value. Like that, these four types of user defined functions are available in the C language. Now we will discuss one by one continuously. Then come to the first one, example for argument passing with return value. So here observe the program carefully. Here the C program contain two functions, that is main function and one more is sum function. From main function to sum function, the arguments are passed. That means from caller function, main function is called as caller, then the sum function is called as calling function. Okay, so while the control is moved from caller function to calling function, so when the function is called in this line sum of y comma z, now the y comma z values are moved from caller function, that is main function, to calling function, that is sum function. After completion of the execution, it return the value. It return a value to again a caller function. So like that, the control is moved from caller function to calling function. Arguments are moved. After completion of the execution, the calling function will return a single value to the caller function again. So this type of user defined functions are all called as argument passing with return value. Now I will explain the program one by one, line by line. Okay, now see the example carefully. Okay, now here sum function is a user defined function. Sum function is a user defined function. So the user defined function sum have the prototype declaration like this. Have the prototype declaration like this. This is the prototype declaration of line. Okay, now the prototype declaration explains that the sum function will receive two values, that means two arguments, that is first one is float argument and second one is integer argument. After execution of the program, that means after execution of the user defined function sum, the sum return a float value. The sum return a float value. Okay, that's why here I return the return type as float. Okay, so then the function name, the user defined function name is sum, and the user defined function sum receive two values, two arguments, that is one is float argument and another one is integer argument. Okay, this is the prototype declaration of the user defined function. Next, when the function is called by the main function, so in this line sum of y comma z, now the control is moved from this place to the sum function. That means the sum function, here I coded the sum function, so this total coding means the block is called as function definition. Okay, so when the function is called by the caller function, what is executed, what task must be executed, I will return in the definition of the function. Now after completion of this program execution, some program execution, again the control is move back to the same position. Okay, like that the sum function is a user defined function. Okay, so in the form of, in the type of argument passing with return value. Now observe the values carefully in this program. Okay, so first one, a float variable is there in the program, that is x. A float variable is there in the program, that is x. Now one more value is there, that is y. Okay, so again one integer value is there, that is z. So now the z contain the value is 5 and y contain the value is 2.4. Okay, so now when the function is called by the main function, the y value 2.4 y value 2.4 is moved and z value 5 is moved from caller function to calling function. Then what will happen? That two values are stored in the variables of j comma k respectively. Okay, now the y value 2.4 is stored in the j. Okay, so then next value 5 is stored in the k. Okay, now the y comma z, two values, that means two variables, are giving the values, means passing the values, donating the values to the calling function. That's why the y comma z variables are called as actual arguments. Now here the j comma k variables receive the values from the caller function. So the j comma k variables are called as formal arguments. The formal arguments always receive the value from the caller function and store the variable values in the formal arguments. So simply, while the control is moving from caller function to the calling function, actual arguments are copied into the formal arguments. So in this concept also, the actual arguments are copied into the formal arguments. Okay, so then after copying the actual arguments into the formal arguments, okay, so now what will happen? Return j plus k. That means now the j value is 2.4 and k value is 5. Total the value is 7.4 here. The 7.4 value is written to the right side of this statement. Now the 7.4 is stored in the variable x, then x is printed in the main function through the main function, and the program execution is stopped. Why? Because C program execution starts from the main function and the C program execution is stopped in the main function. That's why the some user defined function behaves like this. It receives the arguments and as well as after completion of the execution it will return a value. So that's why the sum function is called as argument passing with the return value. Then next example is argument passing with no return value. This is second thing. So in this type of user defined function, the actual argument values are copied into the formal arguments. Then after completion of the execution of the user defined function, no value is written to the caller function. Okay, so in this example here, sum is the user defined function. This user defined function called by the main function. Now the control is moved from this place to sum function, that means caller function to calling function. Now the actual arguments are copied into formal arguments. Okay, actual arguments are copied into formal arguments. Next, after completion of this program execution, here no value is returning, function body with no return value. That's why in the return type of some user defined function I wrote as void. Void means nothing. Okay, void means no value is written. For that purpose you have to mention void keyword before the name of the user defined function. So here now after completion of the execution, the user defined function sum will not return anything to the caller function. So this type of user defined functions are called as argument passing with no return value concept. So in the simple manner, the 2.4 value and 5 value is moved from main function to the sum function here. Then after completion of the execution, then no value is returned to the main function, but the answer 7.4 is printed with the help of sum user defined function only. So that's why the sum user defined function is in the form of, in the type of arguments passing with no return value. Okay, now next concept is no argument passing with return value. In this example, a user defined function will not take the values from the caller function, but after completion of the execution, the user defined function return a single value from calling function to the caller function. This type of user defined functions are called as no argument passing with the return value. In this example program, the sum user defined function will not receive any arguments from the caller function. So here there is no actual arguments and there is no formal arguments, but after completion of the execution, so in this program, so j value is 4.5 and k value is 5, total that is some 9.5. the 9.5 value is written. 9.5 means it is a float value. The float value 9.5 is written from this place, that means from user defined function sum to caller function, that means calling function to the main function. Okay, now the sum value is stored at the right side of the RHS side of this instruction, and the value is stored in the X. With the help of printf statement, I will print the value of X. Okay, like that the program, in the program the user defined function will not receive any values from the caller function, but after completion of the execution, a single value, that is a float value, is written to the function, caller function. Okay, like that now the sum user defined function is in the form of no argument passing with return value. Okay, so then in the simple manner, here the user defined function sum have the two values, the j value is 4.5 and k value is 5, that is 9.5, and the 9.5 value is written to the main function. Then from the main function the 9.5 value is printed on output screen. Okay, so like that the user defined function is in the form of no argument passing with return value concept. Then last one, no argument passing with no return value. Means the user defined function will not receive the value from the caller function. Then after completion of the execution, it will not return anything to the caller function. Means no values are moved from the caller function to the calling function. After completion of the execution of user defined function, no value, that means nothing value, is moved from calling function to the caller function. Then this type of user defined functions are called as no argument passing with no return value. So here in this example, then what will happen? The sum function will not receive any value from the main function. So after completion of the execution, no value is returned to the main function. Okay, so like that the program is executed by the compiler. So now the sum function is belongs to user defined function. This user defined function is in the form of no argument passing with no return type value. Simply the execution is like this. The C program execution is starts in the main function. So it will starts here. Then this is the prototype declaration of the user defined function. So that is void sum empty parenthesis. Means void sum empty parenthesis means empty parenthesis means no arguments are moved. That means in this program no actual arguments are there, no formal arguments are there. So that's why I am written as empty. After completion of the user defined function execution, it will not return any value. That's why I return the void here. Okay, I return the void. Okay, like that the prototype declaration is over in the declaration part. Simply I wrote the prototype declaration, okay, as per syntactical rules. Okay, then comes to second line. First line is over, then come to the second line. Sum function calling. This is called as function calling with okay no argument passing. Function calling with no arguments, no actual arguments. Now the control is moved from this place to the caller function to the calling function. In the calling function, automatically the values are no values are moved. So then simply it will take internally two values. Okay, so that is 4.5 comma 5, that is 9.5. The 9.5 is printed from this sum function only. After completion of the execution, no value is written from the calling function to the caller function. Okay, so then second line execution is also over. Then close with close curly brace means the program execution, C program execution is starts in the main function and ends in the main function only. Like that the user defined function sum in this example in the form of no argument passing with no return value concept. So okay students, now conclusion of today's topic is programmer defined, majorly known as user defined functions are four types, that is argument passing with a return value, then argument passing with no return value, then no argument passing with return value, last one is no argument passing with no return value. So like this, the C language supports 4 types of user defined functions. Okay, then the user defined function will not receive any values into the function, and after completion of the execution it will not return any value. Then the type of user defined functions are called as no argument passing, no return value function. Last one. Then if a user defined function will not receive any arguments from the caller function, and after execution of the program it returns a single value, then that type of user defined functions comes under to the no argument passing with return value function. Then the user defined function will receive value from caller function. Then after completion of the execution, the user defined function will not receive a value to the caller function. Then that type of user defined functions are called as argument passing with no return value functions. Then first one is argument passing with return value. So the user defined function can receive values from the caller function. Okay, so then after completion of the execution of a user defined function, a value is written, a single value is written to the caller function again. Then this type of user defined function is called as argument passing with return value type. Okay, like that C supports 4 types of user defined functions. Number 1, argument passing with return value. Next, argument passing with no return value, no argument passing with return value, no argument passing with no return value. So this classification is designed by the values, that means the actual arguments copied into the formal arguments. After completion of the execution, then the value is written to the caller function. That means moving values from the caller function to the user defined function and user defined function to the caller function. Okay, so the moving, depending upon moving values between the caller function and calling function, the user defined functions are classified. So students, if you understand the user defined function of type argument passing with return value, then automatically remaining 3 types of user defined functions understand very easy manner. That's why I will explain the first type of user defined function, argument passing with return value, with one more example. Okay, observe the example of the program. The area function is belongs to a user defined function with argument passing with return value type. This area user defined function will receive 2 values, that is 2 float values. Then after completion of the execution, it returns a float value. Like that, I declared as prototype declaration of area UDF means the area user defined function will receive two float values, then it will find out the area of a rectangle, that is some j into k or a into b, whatever it may be the variable names. Now after completion of the execution, the area of a rectangle will return to the again caller function. Okay, that's why the area user defined function belongs to argument passing. Okay, so then with the return value. So the arguments are two arguments. That two arguments are belongs to float data type only. So these two arguments are called as actual arguments. So here when the area function is called by the main function, then the control is moved from caller function to the calling function. So now the y value comma z value, y value is 2.5 here in the program and z value is also 2.5 in the program. These two values are copied into the formal arguments that are j comma k. Now the j is copied the 2.5 value and the k variable is also copied by 2.5 values. Means here actual arguments are copied into the formal arguments. Okay, actual arguments are copied into the formal arguments. Now the area function will receive two values, that is 2.5 and 2.5, that is stored in the j variable respectively k variable. Then comes to the execution of the user defined function, that is return j into k, the area of a rectangle, the j into k. Now the 2.5 comma 2.5, so totally 2.5 into 2.5, that is 6.25. The value is 6.25. Area of a rectangle value is 6.25. The 6.25 is written from the area user defined function to again the caller function of the main function, then that is at the place of the same instruction line of RHS side. That means this line of RHS side contain the calling of the program. So at that place the value is stored. Now the 6.5 value is entered at this line only. Now so the value is moved from calling function to the caller function, then the 6.25 value is stored in the variable x, okay, of a caller function, that is main. Now here the x value now contain the result, that is 6.25. With the help of a printf statement, the answer is print on your monitor, that is an output screen. Okay, like this the program is executed by the C compiler. In this example we are clearly understand the user defined function of area. So the area user defined function receive means arguments passing of two values, then after completion of the execution it returns a single float value to the caller function again. Like that the area user defined function, okay, so have the concept designed on the concept of argument passing with the return value concept. Okay, like that the user defined functions are used in the programming according to the user requirements. The user-defined functions are designed and used in the C language programming. Thank you one and all.